All right, we're recording. We live, y'all.
We live.
What up? It's Season with Love.
Wait, I got a tag.
No, she didn't really sound like he's
Like he been doing this before. you did this already?
No, y'all ready?
on a radio show.
I'm gonna start it right now. What up? It's Season with Love, and I'm Sheek.
Wait, what?
Hey, I'm
that's
CC.
the intro?
Yeah. So how you want me to start? I'm about to press pause.
Oh, I mean, I'm just saying. We didn't talk about this intro.
I told you we're gonna do it like
Who said I want to
the
do it like
Breakfast
that,
Club.
though?
How we gonna say it? How we supposed to say it?
But why you want to copy them?
I'm not copying them. They go, "What's up? Good morning." They say good morning.
Yeah, it's not morning for sure.
I don't even know how to start this. All right, whatever. I guess let's just go with the flow. How you want to do it, baby? Go ahead.
You done messed up my mojo.
I'm just saying, because I'm just like, oh my goodness, it sounds like he did this before. Right?
Oh, yeah. He really do. He sound like he's been on the
I watch a lot of podcasts. That's what it is.
I do
A lot
too.
of podcasts. All right.
What's up, y'all? This Season with Love podcast, and I'm one of the hosts, Sheek.
I'm Cece.
Jada.
And today we gonna give y'all a bunch of content.
We excited, right?
No, yeah, we're excited. Oh my goodness, y'all. I can't believe this is really happening.
Yeah, this is crazy.
This is crazy.
Great new beginnings, though.
I know. And I know a lot of y'all been waiting for this moment.
Oh yeah,
For
definitely.
a long time. Too long. But
I
that's our
know.
fault.
I feel like we've been talking about a podcast for so long. But you know what? You know what? God's timing
It's always perfect.
is always perfect.
That's
No,
right.
that's true.
It's always perfect. God knew why we needed to start this podcast, why we need to start this podcast, and when we were going to start this podcast. So it was, this is perfect timing.
Definitely was.
Yep.
But yeah.
Should we start with an icebreaker? Maybe we can start with an icebreaker and then go into
All right. Yeah. Because I guess this is just going to be more like, this episode is going to be more like a really getting to know us and
Yeah.
the reason for the podcast, the meaning behind the name, and all that good stuff. All right, so let's start with an icebreaker. We could definitely do that. We got some cards right here.
Yeah,
y'all.
this episode is definitely gonna be.
Yeah, so we got to do audio too, because this.
Oh my God.
It was straight into it.
Oh, that's a deep question. Oh, straight into it.
Yeah.
Just like that.
This
So
is
you asked-
spicy.
This is spicy.
So this is
question?
how we gonna do it, right? You ask the question. Whoever got the
Okay.
cards, ask the question. The other two answer, and then you answer last.
I'll answer last. Okay. Sounds good to
All
me.
right, cool. Sounds good.
Okay, you ready?
You just made that easy for her. Because she said
Nah,
if
this is type spicy. I don't even know if they're ready for this, though.
Really?
Let's see the look on their face when I
Off
read
the rip. Off the rip.
All right, let's go. Ready? If all your exes got together, what's one complaint they will all agree on?
Ooh. Well, first of all, let me just tell y'all, I've been dating Shalik. I've been with Shalik since I was 15 years old. I don't really have exes. But if I had to just say one thing my ex would complain about, it would be how controlling I was. Very controlling.
Oh, my exes would say, "Oh, he's a liar."
Yo,
Am I right or am I right?
Nah, he's right though. I ain't even going.
Oh, he was a
I'm not
liar.
even the ex,
that's
but
so funny.
he was a liar. Absolutely. What about you?
I mean, they be honest. I love this. I'm impulsive. I'm very impulsive. Like once you get me tight,
It's over. It's 0 to
I'm ready
100.
to risk it all.
It's 0 to 100. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a risk taker. But
I respect your
I mean,
honesty.
it's not all the time in a bad way.
Okay.
Because I protect my emotion. I protect my peace.
Right.
But it could be bad sometimes.
Oh, that was good. Let's do another one. Let's do one
That
more.
was good. I really do.
Your turn.
Oh, okay.
I
okay.
respect your
I
honesty.
feel like we should all do one. And then...
Then I answer last.
Yeah. Spicy?
Wait, hold on.
'Cause that was
She got to
spicy
read it
one,
5
yo.
times to process it. Is that all right?
I mean, I don't really know. Given the chance, what would your worst enemy want to tattoo on your back?
What?
Oh.
This is crazy. I don't have enemies.
Yeah, me either. I don't...
I feel like
don't feel
you
like
got
I
an
have
enemy, baby?
enemies.
I ain't got
Not
no
that I-
enemies. Not that I know of.
Right. Not
All right,
that
so
I feel like...
I think we're gonna, yeah, because
Yeah, you
you
can
know,
switch
because if
that
somebody beefing, they beefing with themselves.
Right.
It ain't with me.
Seriously.
All right, let me see this one.
That's true.
All right, this is good. This is good. This is good. Yeah. when you sit next to someone on a plane, what do you think goes through their mind? Like, what do you think they're thinking? That's bad funny. When you're sitting next to someone. Like, what do you think? You're going to answer first?
Yeah, I'll answer
All right,
first.
go ahead.
When I'm sitting next to someone, I feel like they thinking this guy moves too much. In the back of my mind, I'm like, they probably like, this guy moves too much. Like, he can't stay still.
Okay.
I feel like the same. Because I feel like I watch everything I do. Because I'm the type that always chooses, like, the window seat.
Yeah.
If I'm by myself.
Yeah.
So, like, I won't try to get up to go to the bathroom a lot. Or if my stuff, I make sure that it's, like, really in my area.
Yeah. Yeah. I think
Maybe I'm the one that got stuff to say about the people.
Like,
that's
why
next
you
to me,
here? Like, I wanted this role to myself.
Right?
Yeah, everybody definitely feel like that.
Yeah, maybe I'm the one that.
No,
has
you're
something
right.
to say.
Yeah. I guess I'd be thinking the same thing. I guess I'd be like, dang, maybe I'm too close. Like, I don't want
Right.
to touch them by accident. And I guess that's, yeah.
That's a
They're
fact.
probably thinking in their mind,
The same thing.
like, why she's so close to me? Or why she's breathing so hard? Or why her hair like that? Oh my God, look at the dandruff in her hair.
Oh, I'm done.
Yeah,
Let me
I feel like
look
depends on
at
the
her
type of person,
ears.
too, that
You
you
know what I'm
sit
saying?
next
Like,
to. Yeah.
imagine.
I feel like it depends because then you can sit next to somebody that's so nice.
Yeah, that's true.
It's true, and they want to talk to
And
you.
they want to talk.
But it would be the day that you don't want to talk.
Yeah, I don't
but
like
that be
talking to
God
people.
though.
I don't like
but that's-
talking to
'cause
people.
but you quiet
Yeah,
though.
that's God though.
You
'cause you're not
different.
supposed to be like that.
I'm different.
Sheik don't really talk. Listen, y'all. Y'all know Sheik is on a podcast. Can y'all believe that? Because y'all know he don't talk. Okay.
Oh, I'm talking
Let's
today.
give him a round of applause. Okay.
I'm talking today.
Yes. Let me tell you, that baby don't talk.
Yeah.
If you know Sheik, you have to know him for him to talk. Okay. You have to know him. This baby don't talk.
Well, I guess
That's
they know me
cool.
now. You heard?
That's what's
You gotta
up.
open
Look at
up.
you
They
stepping
taking me
out
out
of your
my bubble, you heard?
comfort. Yes.
All right, it's
Love
my
that.
turn. Let me
Love
get
that
those
for you.
cards, cuz.
That's a good one or not?
He look
it-
real serious.
I know.
Alright.
Like, I don't know.
If
Like,
you
what-
became a leader of a country, what would the press say about you?
what would the press say about me? She for the people. That's
She
one
for the
thing.
people?
I feel like they would. She for the people. She for the people. I feel like they would say that about me.
Yeah.
I agree.
I could say
feel
the same.
way.
Right?
I could agree.
Yeah, she for the people.
I don't know.
We like her. Keep her. Hopefully they don't try to kill me because I'm for the people.
Those are the people they try to kill the most.
I know.
The people that's for the people.
Yeah, it's
Which is
crazy.
messed up. Yeah, I mean, we all feel the same way. Like, they for the people.
Yeah, that's what I think they would say.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was good. All
I
right.
love people, but I feel like I'm not there yet. I'm not like, mature enough to freaking rule. Like,
Oh no. I don't feel like I could
don't
rule
know.
a country.
She don't take nothing serious.
Yeah.
But I do love people though.
That is stressful.
Because I just feel like even if you are what was the question? If you run in what?
If
Go
you,
with the press.
yeah, if you was like the leader of a
The
country.
leader. I just feel like even being a leader, you
Basically
still
the
really wouldn't be a
president,
leader. Like, you know what I'm saying? People
Yeah.
won't really let you lead. Because it don't really work like that.
Yeah. you
Like
just a
decisions,
puppet.
if you make a decision, you got to make sure you check with everybody else and their mama before that decision could really happen. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to handle that. Like, my heart wouldn't be able to handle that. You know what I'm saying? Because then, I don't know, maybe that will make you, it will probably make you look like a bad person instead of making you like a good person when you have all these good ideas, but they making it seem like, you know what I'm saying? They switch it.
Right,
I
'cause
don't know.
everybody has their own point
Yeah.
of view of how things should be ran.
Right, exactly.
true.
So I don't know if I can really see myself doing that. But yeah, all right, those were good. Those were good. All right, y'all. So it's
Yeah, I answered.
yeah?
I answered
All
that. So what I want to know is like, well, I'm sure y'all want to know too. What can we expect coming from this podcast? Like, what can the people expect from this podcast?
all right. So we're gonna talk about the
Yeah, let's talk about
podcast.
that.
All right, let's talk about the podcast. All right. Sis, you wanna?
A lot of God and Jesus
First, absolutely.
because that's our source.
Yes.
And I feel like we're here to cover all areas, not just one topic. Like, we really want to tap into our mental, ourselves in the midst too, because I feel like this is something for us too. Like, we want to help people, and speak to people, but we also need that for ourselves too. So I feel like, I don't know, just tapping into different things, stepping out of our shell, because I'm not like the type to like the camera either. I don't like to talk about my feelings and stuff like that. So I feel like this is a good thing, and I don't even know like what to expect.
I know.
I don't know. I'm nervous. Like,
yeah. We were just saying
I
that.
feel like really good things are gonna come out of this for all of us.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I'm right there too. I'm right there with you. I feel like we're gonna talk about everything. That's one thing. I want to talk about everything, and especially Jesus. Jesus being number one. You know, just spreading His love, the gospel, His word. You know what I mean? And let me just be honest with y'all, okay? I'm just really starting my walk. You know what I mean? I've always believed in Jesus. I've always been, you know, like, I love Jesus and Jesus first, and, you know, posting scriptures or whatever I'm posting about God. Yes, that's me. But I'm also, this is really the beginning of my walk. You know what I'm saying? Learning His word and reading the Bible, because you couldn't say a scripture and ask me, oh yeah, what book does that come from? And I might not know. You know what I'm saying? And so this is just the beginning, and I'm super excited for that. And we're going to learn together. You know what I mean? We're going to be learning together, and we're on this walk together, which I feel like that makes it so much more special. So yeah, Jesus and just life, you know, life is real. Life be life in y'all. And I just feel like if we're helping, if we're coming on here, you just never know. Because even if it's one person watching this podcast or listening to this podcast and it changes their life, it changes their life, and or it saves them from killing themselves. Like, let's be for real. Let's be real. You know what I'm saying? Or looking, or just shifting their perspective on anything. It could be anything, you know, and they just like, wow, you know what? I never thought about it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I just want this podcast to be real, authentic, raw, being just straight honesty, and just, like I said, truth, our truth. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited. I am nervous. I'm not going to lie. But I feel like I'm nervous but it's a good nervous. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I feel like if you're not nervous for something, like something's wrong. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? But it's a good nervous. And like I said, I'm excited. But I will be real with y'all. I'm going to tell y'all too right now. It's crazy how the enemy, right? Like, right before we sat down and started talking to y'all, the enemy was like telling me, like, don't do it. Like, what are you doing this for? This is silly, because everybody else is doing it, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, the enemy was just right now, like, just in my mind. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
like, it's crazy.
Feel like not even good enough to
do this.
Something like this.
You know what I'm saying? Like, who are you? Like, what do you think you're going to do here? You know? And I was like, wow, okay, enemy, you're a liar. But we were watching a podcast the other night, and one thing that was mentioned that really stood out to me was expose the enemy, expose his lie right away. Don't wait. And I said, enemy, you a liar. And we got to record it. I didn't tell them this. I waited to sit down and tell them. But it's just, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that is crazy.
How the enemy will really try to be in your ear, or like really would try you right before something great happens. But little does he know, this right here, we're going to be exposing every single lie.
That's right. That's right. We're definitely going to expose that
That
enemy.
is going to be hype, though.
Right? Come on, fight. Go ahead, baby. What about you? What can we expect from you?
What y'all can expect from me.
We have a guy.
Right?
I ain't even gonna lie. I'm gonna just be sitting here listening to them, so I can know what to expect from my woman. You know what I mean? Like, nah, what y'all can expect.
I am your woman. What you talking about?
I know, that's what I said.
Oh, what?
The man is talking right now.
He's listening, so
okay.
he knows.
Right.
What y'all can expect from me is I'm gonna be talking way more than y'all ever seen me talking, way more than y'all ever heard. If y'all know me, I know I don't talk. I'm gonna be talking a whole lot now.
Yes.
I mean, it takes me out of my comfort zone to be here, to be in this space,
Right.
to be here with people that not that they like to talk, but they talk way more than me, and I know y'all know that.
Right.
But we gonna definitely give y'all the raw, the real. We gonna give y'all their perspective, my perspective.
Yes.
I'm gonna give y'all the most possible real, raw, anything that y'all could even think of. We're gonna be focusing on a lot of things that's happening in the world, a lot of things that's happening, a lot of things that we reading from the Bible.
Yeah.
We definitely gonna give y'all a whole lot of Jesus. Like she said, we're gonna be exposing the enemy's lies.
Period.
100%.
Period.
And everything is definitely gonna be with love too. And we not
With
gonna,
love. How could we forget that? But we're gonna get behind the meaning.
yeah, we not
Definitely.
gonna sugarcoat nothing.
Yeah.
Period. Yes.
Yeah, because you can never talk. One thing is about having like 3 different people, and then also, I mean, y'all the same age, but then
Yes.
I'm younger,
Yes.
and then we have a guy, so it's like different perspectives. But
Absolutely.
we speaking on stuff that we gone through.
Yes.
Like you can never speak on something if you didn't go through it.
Come on.
So everything
Hello.
that we speaking about is if we went through it and we've been there going through it currently, because not
Yes.
every time we're gonna come on here and it's gonna be like all peaches and cream.
Hello. Yeah.
That's when you really push and keep pushing
Yes.
past those boundaries.
Definitely.
This podcast definitely gonna help a lot of people out too.
Because it's also gonna help us.
Yeah.
You know, this also gonna help us. This is gonna grow us to get closer. This is also gonna put a, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be amazing, and I'm so excited for what's about to
We gotta
happen.
talk about that too. Like
Yes.
our journey.
Our
together.
journey
It's crazy,
together.
yeah.
It really is crazy. But we're gonna get there. This is just the first episode. We don't want to kill y'all overkill. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So that's what you guys can expect. Let's talk about the name. Like, let's talk about the meaning behind the name. Like, it's crazy how that came up. Season with love.
That's how we should do the intro. See, all of us together. Season with love.
Make sure
Yeah, I like
extend
that.
that love.
Yes,
like,
yes, yeah. So we're gonna, because right now we're just trying to figure out how we're gonna do this intro, y'all. We're trying to figure out how we wanna just make it very, how do you say that?
We want it organic.
together.
Yes, together.
But,
You know.
organic, authentic.
Yes. So yeah, and touching. You know what I'm saying? We want y'all to feel it. You know what I mean? So we're just trying to figure out how we're gonna do that. If you guys have any ideas, let us know. Yeah. So the meaning behind the name. I'm gonna talk and then I'm gonna let them talk. Okay. So first of all, let me just say, the seasoned with love. When we were living in the Bronx. Right now we live in Florida. For those that don't know, when we were living in the Bronx, in our small kitchen, I had behind my stove, it said seasoned with love, or this kitchen is seasoned with love. And I remember being here. I don't really remember vividly, but I remember us sitting here and the podcast came about. I'm not sure. It was like, yo, we should start a podcast. I'm not sure what happened there. But immediately, I thought about that name. And I was just like, yeah, like Season with Love podcast. And everybody was like, oh, that's fire. Like, it wasn't like, nah.
No, that was
Everybody was like, yo, that's fire. So I was like, that's it. That's the name. You know what I mean? And then it was just like, you know, everything we talk about is going to be seasoned with love. And you guys are going to feel it. I just feel like everything that we talk about is going to be seasoned with love, no matter what it is, whether we're talking about craziness, whatever, it's always going to be seasoned with love.
Yes.
What about y'all?
The name is definitely dope. I like it. It was just the meaning behind the name, the way she came to me saying, let's do a podcast. And I'm like, I don't know. And then she told me the name and what we're going to do and what we're going to talk about and stuff like that. And I was like, wow, that's deep. Let's do it. I'm down. And then it's not just me and her. It's us 3, which is dope.
Yes.
Because me and Ciara already have a channel. So it's like, all right, to add another person is really dope. Like, that's fire.
Right.
I like it. I love it, actually.
Yeah, I love it.
And I'm ready, so ready for this journey.
Right?
Me too.
Yeah.
I love the name.
What about for you? How you felt about the name?
As soon as she said the name, let's just appreciate my sister for just having a creative mind.
Yeah, you
because
definitely got it. Creative.
She is bold. Like, I've been wanting to do a YouTube channel for so long. You know, they inspire me. They have a couple channels. Yeah, I gotta go subscribe to them. But I don't know. I just can't find myself like being in front of the camera consistently. But the devil's a liar, and you know God is gonna lead the way.
Expose 'em.
Eventually.
Yes.
But once she said the name, I was like, nah, that's the one. Because no matter, like she said, no matter what we talk about is gonna finish with love.
Yes.
Because whatever we go through in life, there's always light at the end.
That's right.
Yes.
So you could kind of correlate that with the name.
Yes.
Because it ends with love. So we're going to shed light, make sure we shed light to everything that we talk about. Because it's not always just about what you go through. It's how you overcome it and how you reach the light. So I feel like when she said that, I was like, yes, that's the name.
Yeah.
That's the name. Because we really got some This big testimony.
Ooh,
it's just in
yeah.
our life, us, the people we around.
Mm-hmm.
Just so this name is perfect name.
Yes.
Perfect. I love it.
Yeah, I
love
like
it. I'm like, wow, I just can't believe it that we're really doing it. You know what I'm saying? Because we just knew we were gonna do it. We said we're starting a podcast.
Right.
Okay?
It's different.
We don't know how we're gonna do it.
No,
Yeah.
We don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it. And look at us. Look at us right now.
That's right.
Crazy.
Right. It was a word. Well, it was spoken, and it happened. It's different. It feels crazy. It's crazy when you speak about something that actually happens.
Yes. You know, this is just the beginning. I feel like we were all like, oh.
Everybody's all nervous.
We all got butterflies. We all shaking in our boots. Like,
Yeah.
it feels like people like right here.
I
Yeah.
know. I know.
I don't know, and it's just like a bittersweet moment.
It is.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this for a while.
It's bittersweet.
It is bittersweet. That's for sure.
I ain't ready. I don't know. I ain't ready. Y'all gonna see a bunch of tears.
I know.
A bunch of laughter.
Yeah.
All types of emotion.
Having guests and hearing their
Yes,
perspective,
yeah.
you know, on things, because we're not always going to agree on everything. Like, let's just say we disagree to disagree, and that's
but we
okay.
on
But we're on one
accord.
One accord.
Yes.
It's like, okay. All right, well, I respect that. I respect your opinion. You know what I mean? And that's what this is going to be about, where we can, and it's honesty. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
honesty,
it's real. It's, you know?
I love that honesty
Yeah,
speak.
that honesty talking. That's all it is.
Yep.
Getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And being uncomfortable.
We're gonna have a lot of uncomfortable moments here.
It's gonna come.
I
Because
know.
you have those conversations with God, like you have those one-on-ones. But then when you actually have to say things and expose yourself, that's a different story.
Yeah.
Right. Your truth. Your truth.
yeah.
Your truth could be a little like, oh, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you say it out loud. Something you thought you would never say, or something you thought you would never talk about. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy. But I'm excited for that. So let's talk about Florida, y'all. Let's talk about this move. Let's
journey.
Let's talk about this journey, our journey. Like, what are we doing in Florida?
Right. Oh my God. Am I
What are
starting?
we doing here?
Well,
Go ahead, you start.
I really just made a post yesterday, last night.
I seen
because
that, yes, I love that.
Now I'm starting to embrace Florida. Are y'all starting to embrace?
Oh,
Florida?
yeah.
Because we've been here for a
definitely.
little over a year. We came here August to September now, so. But I feel like now is when I'm actually starting to embrace it and actually find like true like just peace and actually like love it here.
Yeah.
And starting to feel like home.
Yes.
Because at first it was just such a big transition and such a new thing that you just always like comparing. You always have those doubts, those fears. It's kind of like you trying to open up to something, but closed in as well. So it's like it's hard to really open up and just be like, oh, all right, I actually like this,
Right.
and really like take it because this is a new beginning.
Yeah.
But I also feel like with God in our life, we see things from a different perspective, and I feel like there's no coincidence, no mistakes. So
No, for real.
God knows what He's doing.
Yeah.
Whether we here for life, but right now is where we need to be.
And right.
So
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we're exactly where we need to be.
I
Right.
love it here.
Yes. And honestly, I feel like I loved Florida since we've been here, but I definitely have been on a roller coaster. I'm not even going to lie. Mentally, y'all. Like, the enemy is fighting my mind right now. Like, he's trying, well, not fighting. He's attacking my mind so heavy right now. And I just feel like it really started like months into living here. And then I feel like it only got worse. But because of my faith and because I know who my God is that He has no wins. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm exposing the serpent because he's a snake. He's sneaky. He's a liar. He's evil. He just wants to kill and destroy, and steal your joy, because that's what he wants. That's what he wants to just destroy you. And I feel like it's been not the move here to Florida, but just everything. It's just everything, and it's like it's crazy. But I do love it here. It is peaceful here. I find so much peace here. The girls love it here. We do have 2 daughters, y'all. We didn't even tell y'all that.
Right.
But we're going to get into a little bit of who we are, because right now we're talking like a lot of y'all know us, and there's going to be a lot of people here who don't know us. So we definitely got to tell y'all, you know, a little about our lives or whatever. But our daughters love it here. We have 2 daughters, a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old. And, you know, they love it here. My nephew loves it here. He's 4 too. He loves it here. You can tell, like, our marriage is thriving here, you know. So, and the enemy hates that. The enemy, he hates that. He hates that we're thriving, that we're happy, you know. And I feel like that's why he's attacking my mind. And also because there's so much happening in our lives right now. You know, in my personal life, I'm growing. There's so many great things happening, you know, and the enemy's real mad. So I feel like my mental has been attacked, and it's being attacked since I've been here. But besides that, I feel good, y'all. I love it here. I could never see myself going back to the Bronx. Only if, I think we will only go back if we really had to. Like, we had no other choice. That's the only way, you know, or like, God forbid, your mother needed us, you know, because his parents, his mom is out there, and, you know, so that would be the only thing.
Oh, you're going to make me cry.
No, I mean, I'm just saying, I'm being honest, you know, because I still
Don't start.
I know, right? You're about to cry already. But no, because, you know, we have our family out there. Like, our family is out there. My grandma, my aunts and uncles and cousins, and, you know what I'm saying? They're all out there. But that's, like, really the only way. If God forbid, my grandmother needed me, you know, or like, she's like, she calls me like, baby, I need you. Like, you know, then we got to do what we got to do. We do what we got to do for our family.
Yeah, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? And because we love our family so much, you know, so that's important. But other than that, we chilling.
We chilling.
What about you, babe? How you feeling?
I love it.
We in the South.
We in the South, baby. It's hot as hell. Nah, it's hot, bro. It's so hot.
When I told my family I'm leaving, they said he gone.
Yo,
I feel like certain words I say too kind of
for real. Like, we're gonna have a little accent.
I definitely love that accent though, but I love it here. I definitely love it here. I love it here. It's different. People are definitely different.
Oh, the people definitely different here.
But you learn to live with them. You learn to adjust to certain situations, and you gotta accustom to the way that they live out here. You gotta do everything yourself. I love that. For me personally, I love it because I like to work with. Well, I love to work with my hands. So, not being able to like take things to certain places and having to do it yourself, or calling somebody to do it, you gotta do everything yourself. It's
what you mean though? Like, what you mean?
Anything.
Do
like,
everything yourself.
like a house, right?
Like hang up a light. Anything.
Oh, in a house.
Yeah, in a house.
Okay.
So being in a house is different than being in an apartment. Well, being in Florida, period.
Yeah.
It's just different. I just feel like it's a way better living for us, for our family, for even my family or her family to come visit, to come stay.
They got a place to come, right?
Because eventually we trying to get our whole family out here. So if they come down here and see the way that we are living, they eventually want to move down here, right?
Hint.
So we invite them, hey, come over. Come stay with us for a little while. They come stay for a week, and we like, yeah, you love it, right? You love it, yeah.
Right? You eat it every day.
Yeah, eating good too. That's right.
It's vacation. Like, this is a vacation state. You know what I mean?
Fact.
But yeah, you're right. Like,
you love it. They love it, and then eventually
it's
they'll
too
come.
quiet for some of them. No, they just like, what? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
I need slits.
I definitely had to get away. I had to get away from the Bronx.
Yeah.
It was not so good for us at all.
Yeah.
I don't think it was good for us.
No, and honestly, I just feel like most of all, I feel like our marriage probably would have never really made it. I mean, listen, it's not the Bronx, but I just feel like here, I don't know why. I don't know what it is. It's just different. I just feel like there we were just stuck. We were comfortable, you know, and I don't know. I
know what you mean.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you mean.
Like, I just felt like we were too comfortable. And
because I feel like I get what you mean. Like, your environment doesn't make you.
Right.
But it also, when you're born somewhere, it's easier said than done.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to pick up and go.
Yeah.
Especially
Right.
if you're used to something, you know what I mean? And a lot of the if I'm battling with something in a certain place, not saying I have to run away from it in order to heal.
Right.
But it's not even just for that. It's all around.
Right.
It's
right.
multiple things.
Because it's not just your environment. It's the people who you're hanging out
Everything,
with.
yeah.
It's literally everything. Mm-hmm. Or like being able to, you have a safe spot. Like we'll get into that. Because Sheek had a safe spot. Like anytime him and I were arguing, he knew exactly where to run. You know what I'm saying? So, and that was comfortability. You know what I mean? So I feel like here, there's no way to run. Where you running to? You know what I'm saying? You could go outside for 5 minutes, but you could come right back in here and we got to talk. So I don't want y'all to think that I'm saying like, because we're in the Bronx, like, you know, temptation is out there, he would have been cheated. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, like she just said, it's just it's everything. You know, you're like in a box.
That's our testimony though.
Right.
That's our testimony.
Right.
Not everybody, one has the opportunity to
get up and just go.
It takes people years,
right?
You know, their whole life, or they never even get the opportunity.
Right.
So they want to,
but
they don't have the opportunity. So that was one, which shows that God opened up that door.
Oh my goodness, 100%. He knew exactly what we needed.
That's right.
We wasn't ready.
Nope.
And we talk about that another time.
For real, we
got here. And I feel like all of us was at different points of our life.
Yes.
So y'all was maybe at a point in your marriage and even individually.
Yes,
and
absolutely.
then me too. I was like, wow, I was going crazy over there.
Right.
Then when I got here, it was like,
it's a big change.
Falling down on me. I was like, oh my, mentally, I was just, I already just knew. I'm like, mentally, I'm just not okay.
Right.
Like, so God like puts you in this environment where it's not easy access to just go outside with your friends and have a good time.
Yes.
You really got to sit there and deal with it and face it.
Yeah.
And then look at us now.
I
and
know.
then you're in that's a little bit of time.
And we're
growing so fast.
I know.
And you know, God is
God is good.
You can definitely change in a year though.
Yeah.
Like
Look
when
how
we went
many
back
changes.
when we went back to New York, everybody's like, "Whoa, what's wrong with this guy?"
Right,
like this is not the Sheek that left 8 months ago.
But y'all see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you see what I'm saying?
In a small little year.
And that's it. A lot can change. And, you know, and it probably would have not been like that if we were still there.
Yeah.
You know? So what works for us or what worked for us may not work for you. But can you imagine how many people out there are thinking the same thing? Like, if my marriage is stuck here. If we move, it'll probably be so much better. Because the thing is, like, for example, well, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. We'll probably get into that. Like, I was talking about like addictions.
That's like a
I want to talk.
No,
about
you
like
can speak about that. I was gonna speak about that too.
So
Yeah,
go ahead.
you
You
can
talk about it, baby. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Finish what you were saying, and I'm gonna just chime in.
Like, yeah. Just
go
get
ahead.
in. So let's talk about, like, for example, like addictions, right? Can I?
Yes, go
All
ahead.
right. So
it's an open floor.
I'm gonna give you guys an example. Sheek had a gambling addiction. You know, and this addiction doesn't even matter the addiction, right? There's no greater addiction. If you're addicted, you're addicted. There's no greater sin. If you sin, you sin. So I feel like with his addiction, I just felt like it was never gonna go anywhere. I felt like he was always gonna be gambling, and I felt like he was just gonna lose everything, including me. You know, and I was just like, if he doesn't nip this in the bud here, if he doesn't fix this here, doesn't matter if we go to Florida, nothing is ever going to change.
Yeah, it's going to be the same thing.
It's going to be the same thing, or he's just going to explode here. And then he's going to be like, I'm out of here. I got to go. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was bound to happen. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. Like, you have to face your issues no matter where you are. So within our marriage, our addictions, whatever it is, you have to face it because it will travel with you. But you sow that seed. And once you sow that seed, it's like, okay, you start working on it. You know what I'm saying? And you put yourself, now you're in a better environment. Things really start to change because where are you going to gamble? You can't surround yourself with your boys out here. Your boys ain't out here to gamble. So it's like, yeah, like, oh my God, I want to gamble. But you're really also at the same time, like, I can't. But you chilling because you already sowed that seed. You wanted to work on it. You wanted to change. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I worked on it while I was out there.
You did. That's what I'm saying. You already sowed that seed. You already was in your mind like, I really do want to work on this.
Yeah.
I want it. You have to want it. You know what I'm saying? So it only got better out here because now let's just say your boys were out here or there was gambling or there's casinos everywhere. you be
Right.
tempted, like, oh,
It's
this
so
is a
accessible.
you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah, that's
Everything
true.
is
Yeah,
right
in
there.
New York,
you
everything
know is
is
right
accessible.
there.
Yeah, nah, you're
So
right.
accessible.
You're right
It's like-
about that.
It's hard.
It's right there in your face. You know what I'm saying? So the more you work on it, and now he's in a better place, he's in a better environment. His boys ain't out here. There's no casinos out here. It's like like I can't do this anyway. So it helps you. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, yeah, you're
Out of
right.
sight, out of mind, baby. Like,
She picking on me, yeah, but
Right.
it's
And
all
that's
right.
not to say that
I'm
you're
not,
not
I'm
gonna
not.
struggle, because you still gonna struggle. That's not
Absolutely.
taking away from the struggle, because even while we was here
yes.
and we don't have access to certain things or whatever, to me it was like I felt like my life was ending. Like I felt like I couldn't
Right? Because
breathe.
you want to go out.
I felt like mentally I couldn't sleep at night.
Wow.
I was like, it was hard those first couple of months. I know it was hard for all of us.
Nah, yeah, it was.
What?
Like a
Yeah.
mental battle is real.
Tough.
It's really real. Like the battle in the mind could take you to places that you don't want to go.
Yeah, that's
so
right.
I'm, thankful and blessed that our mental is doing better,
Yes.
because it could go the other way.
Yeah.
It could have got worse.
It coulda got worse.
God
Right,
knows all
yeah.
things. That's what I'm saying. That
Yeah.
all goes back to saying we here for a reason.
Yes.
That's right.
For a reason.
Yes.
Because just in this 1 year, God has done a lot of things physically, mentally, just with the stuff that we're able to do now for our kids. That's another big reason why we moved.
Yep.
Better life for them. So it's just a lot. It's a lot to it.
We definitely had
Why
those
y'all gonna
sleepless
find
nights.
out?
Waking up
I
3 in the
know.
morning.
Yes.
Sleepless nights, not
Oh,
yet.
It was
sleepless
tough.
nights.
It was definitely tough.
Oh man, it was. Yeah. So like my mental, the things that I'm battling with now, it has nothing to do with the move to Florida anymore. Like those days is over. We're happy here. We're good here. Like my mental battle right now is just, I guess, the woman I'm becoming and the changes and everything. You know what I mean? And just like I said, the enemy's just big mad. He's just big mad that just, I don't know, I guess
Growing
thriving
and
and growing
blossoming.
and in Jesus.
Yeah.
He's sick.
In Jesus, because it's not just life. It has nothing to do with life, but in Jesus. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking more about him. I'm helping people. I'm touching hearts, and not even meaning to. It's just me just being me.
Yeah.
And the enemy is hating that. So that's my mental battle right now. But yeah.
Loving Jesus puts a red dot on your back.
Oh yeah.
Nah, yeah, definitely.
You a target. You a
They
target.
really do. People think that because we have everyone's believes in what they believe in,
Right.
but the enemy is a real thing, and when the closer you get to Jesus, the more things you gotta fight. So it's not an easy walk. It's not just
No, it's not. For every new level comes a new devil. And I will. Oh no, it's real. It's real.
He felt that.
He felt that. But I'm like, it's real. It's real. It's so real. And it's like, you gotta, it's hard to prepare yourself. It really is hard. But, I just tell you what helps me. I just call on the name Jesus, because that's the only name I need to call on. There's so much power in that name. So much power. And I'm like, Lord, help me. Just help me, because there's nothing I could do off my own strength. So.
That's right, though. So when y'all was battling, right? Like, you still battle right now.
Yeah, I still battle.
What really helps you get through that battle at nighttime? Like, let's say you having
At night?
a episode or whatever. How do you get through that?
Well, right now I'm getting back to God. I'm at a different place in my walk with God, and I'm crawling. I'm on the floor.
Right.
Trying to get to God, like close to God, closer than I was before. So now that I'm trying to seek again and really like tap in, because you kind of get blinded by a lot of things in life, but then God will allow things to happen in your life to set your eyes right back on him.
Yeah.
So like I'll put on like worship music,
Right.
really low, so that I can hear it, but it's low, but it creates that peace in the room. Or just even like put my phone down, like
Yes.
stay away from Instagram, or
Yes.
just even texting anyone, just totally just me, zone out. My son's sleeping. I feel like that's how I really like
Get through it.
get through it.
Okay. For me, at nighttime, that's usually when the attack is happening. I just, like I said, I just really call on the name Jesus. Like, for example, I'll tell you guys what I went through the other night. It was 6 a.m. It wasn't even night. It was the morning. 6 o'clock in the morning. It was still dark outside, and I felt like I had to pee. And I'm like, okay, let me get up. So I went to the bathroom. I did pee, TMI, but whatever, I did. And I come back and I feel nauseous. And I'm like, here we go. I already know. Like now, right now for me, where I am in my life right now, is that everything is to the extreme. So whatever I'm feeling, you have to times that by 10, right? So now I'm feeling like I feel nauseous. My stomach feels tight. My heart feels tight. And I lay down and I'm like, my eyes are closed and I'm like, Jesus, please help me. Because I already felt like my heart is beating fast but I feel tight and I'm like, Lord, and I hear like, turn around, tell your husband to call 911. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm feeling like. Girl, just turn around, tell your husband tell Shalik to call 911. So I'm feeling scared and I'm like, Lord, so while that's happening, I'm saying the Our Father prayer. And I was just telling Sheik yesterday that I'm saying the Our Father prayer, but I couldn't remember the ending of the prayer. How crazy is that? I could not remember the ending of the prayer. So I just kept repeating, Our Father, Our Father, Our Father. You know what I'm saying? So I just kept repeating the same thing. And eventually, after like 10 minutes, I did feel better. But it's so crazy. Like just through that, I know just calling on the name of Jesus and just focusing on him, and also just learning to fight back with his word. You know what I'm saying? It's there for a reason. His word is there. And I was just like, Lord, please. Like it helps me every single time. It's a process. It does take a little while for me because I'm in it. And when I'm in it, it's hard to get out of it. But as soon as I start praying and I start opening my mouth, I feel
Open your mouth.
Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Don't stay quiet. Don't stay quiet. Open up your mouth. Call on Jesus, 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 Jesus. Like, I'm telling you, there's so much power in that name. There's so much power of that name. So much power. Like, and.
Oh my gosh, you just saying that. I have a crazy story on that.
Yeah. Want to share?
For me personally, I have a hard time, if we're being honest, I have a hard time reading the Bible.
Okay.
I do. I struggle with that. And I do need to get in my word. And I know that. And it makes me upset sometimes because I see my wife reading her Bible and I'm not joined in with her, and I'm like, she's way ahead of me in the game, like, and I don't want to come in as a baby, so I'm like, man, you know what? I'm gonna just let her be. But I can't be like that. I should join in with her. I just feel like she's all the way up here with the Bible, and I'm like still a baby.
I'm not though.
I'm just telling you how I feel.
Yeah,
I'm telling you how I feel.
Okay.
That's how I feel. That's why I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let her do her thing, and I'm gonna just keep things my way. It's working my way. But I shouldn't be like that, because I do need to get out that little bubble that if I am dealing with something, I look at you like, all right, babe, can you pray? I don't want to pray right now. Can you pray?
Mm-hmm. That's a good thing though, too. So, like, he has you. Mm-hmm. It's good to have someone that's, even though she's still, you know, you always growing. You never perfect. Like, there's always something that God needs to work on you with. But even being in a different place in your walk with God, because even if as a husband and wife, y'all still going to have two separate walks.
Yeah.
Right.
So whether you feel like you here, it's two different walks.
Yeah, it's
y'all
true.
two different people, y'all go through two different things, and then y'all come together. Now y'all one.
Right.
So I feel like that's good, because now you have her when you're low, and you know that she's there as that vessel to lift you up.
Exactly.
So that's actually a good thing.
That is.
To have somebody in your corner that, you know, if I'm going through something, if I don't have the words, I know they on their knees fighting for me.
Yes.
And that baby always got the words.
So that's
Well, we don't have
awesome.
but
That's
yeah.
really good.
No, that is it. And it also holds you accountable. It also makes you feel like, okay, I need to really get into my word. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, because doing it and saying that you should do it is, you know, it's two different things. And I'm really like listen, I need things simplified, baby. I need things as simple as possible. And I feel like at this point, I need a children's Bible. Like I just said that earlier today. I might need a children's Bible. Like I need the word broken down. Like I need to know and I need to understand fully. And, you know, so I'm like, oh, wait, Zara has a children's Bible. I need to get into her Bible and until I grow, you know, until I get to, okay, next step, the NLT or the New King James Version, because I have the New King James Version, okay? I got the Women's Study Bible. Shout out to my mom. Thank you, Mom. Sis got that one, too.
Thank you, Mom.
But I also have the NLT version, which is much more easier to read. So I was thinking like, hey, maybe when I jump into that New King James Version, have the NLT open too, and then just read different, you know, the different versions just to see, you know, whatever. But I'm just like, I'm so determined to know his word. I'm so determined because it's so important. You know what I mean? But I'm sorry, babe. I just had to say that.
No,
So,
I'm done.
No, you has to. So how you say you deal with it? How?
I deal with it by turning to you.
Okay.
Right, that's what I got.
I'll ask you.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, like sometimes I'll ask you, babe, can you pray?
Got you.
Or like I'll tell you, you'll ask me, like you know when I'm not feeling
Yes,
it,
I
you'll
do.
ask me like, babe, you okay? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know I'm not okay.
Yeah.
And you start talking to me, giving me, cheering me up, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's good. That's actually good to know. You know, because although, yeah, I mean, I feel that way, but it's also good to know that you feel that way just so I can encourage you to, hey, babe, let's open up the Bible. And like actually be like, no, open up this Bible. We're going to open up this Bible because it's important. You know what I'm saying? So I think we need that instead of me just letting me be.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, nah, put your phone down. Let's get into this Bible. So,
Which could encourage you too.
Yeah,
to
exactly.
Keep pushing because it's hard.
It's
not
hard, man. You think
Yeah,
it's
it is
easy
tough.
opening up that Bible? It's not, especially when
tough.
you don't understand. And I know so many people can relate. I know there's so many people that read the Bible that just be like, what? No, seriously.
No,
I'm
yeah,
so
it's hard 'cause you
serious.
It's like,
what
where
does
do you
that mean?
begin?
No, right, where do you begin?
Where do you begin?
Where do
Because
you begin?
I even went to school. Y'all remember?
Yes,
I went to
you
school
did.
for it, and
Yes.
honestly, you have your own walk. Because even though I went to school, and I have to, my goal is to finish my third year because I did 2 years. But there's things that I do
shout out to
remember that got locked in there because it could relate to my life. But then there's
Right.
things that I just totally forgot.
Right.
That's why you gotta literally keep reading. Because I'm right there with sleep.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to open up my Bible right now. I don't know, but that's the enemy.
The enemy, he wants
It's
that.
so hard for me to open up my Bible.
I know.
And it's right there in front of my face.
Right.
I'm just glad I'm not the only one that feels that way. I
It's
thought it was
hard,
just
but
me.
It's
I'm right
hard.
there,
It's
too.
hard.
It's hard.
It's hard, y'all. It's hard.
I really thought it was
Man,
just me.
It's so hard. But let me tell you, I'm reading the Bible and I'm not understanding half the things I'm reading. So yeah,
hard,
it's
yeah.
open, but I'm not understanding, and I'm like, okay, no. But what I am learning to do is before I read the Bible is to really just be like, Holy Spirit, just say a prayer before I get into the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Yep. Holy
Yes.
Spirit, open up my mind, help me to understand, because I be reading something and I just be like, I have to read it 6 times, literally 6 times, and I still don't get it. Like,
Because
okay.
the Bible is history. Me?
It-
History?
I know. Yeah.
We know
No,
friends. We not
no.
friends.
I know. No,
I
seriously,
really
we're not
was not a history
friends.
person my like whole school life. Like,
Right.
but the Bible's different. But it's like history. You know, you gotta really
I know.
stories behind stories. Then you gotta really understand each one to understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
Yes.
a lot.
Yeah.
But we want to hear that story you was talking about.
Oh yeah. So you said
Oh my
you was about the
gosh. It was a
Jesus.
dream.
Yeah.
And this happened years ago, but I will never forget this dream. I don't know if y'all had a dream like this before. But I was basically asleep and something was over me.
Oh my God.
Oh, what do they call that? The
Sleep paralysis.
Yes. Yes. Sleep paralysis.
And I was trying to call out the name.
That never
Jesus,
happened to me
and
before.
I could not get it out.
Oh my God.
That was the scariest dream I ever had. Like, it felt like something was like, first of all, I felt like my body was like you know, like
I've
somebody
heard
was
this
on
so
top
much.
of me, like, but like with force,
With
like
force,
holding
like
me
holding you
back, like
down.
I couldn't move.
Oh my
And then like I was
God.
trying to say Jesus, it felt like somebody was like holding my mouth where I was screaming it out inside, but it was not coming out.
Wow.
it was not coming out. That was like the
That's so
scariest dream I ever had.
And you know why I know this is real? Because I've had many people hit me up and tell me the same thing, that they had that kind of.
I've heard it before too.
That's crazy that's a thing. No,
And
Lord,
it's
please don't ever let that
scary.
happen to me.
Cause like
How did you wake up?
I like one of those like jump out my sleep.
Like you woke
Because
yourself
it never
up?
came out.
Wow.
And that also woke me up too and was like, you need to get right. You're not strong enough.
Ooh.
Wow.
You're not strong enough. That was a crazy dream because it never came out.
Wow.
It never came out.
That's deep right there. That is deep right there. Okay, well that's good for our first one. I feel like that was good.
They need to wait for more stuff.
I know.
Yeah,
But real quick before we do end this out, y'all, because we are at the end. I feel like
How much time we got?
we did good.
7 seconds. You might have to start it one more time.
Oh dang.
No, we got 3 minutes.
We got 3 minutes.
Yeah. Can you
Extra
end it
on
in
time.
3 minutes?
Yeah. Because I just wanted to say this real quick. For those of you guys that watch our YouTube channel that are wondering what is happening with our consistency right now, I just want to let y'all know this, that I am having that mental battle, okay? And if I'm not right, nothing's right. You know what I'm saying? I can't sit here and make a video or film vlog, or, or just film, period, or create content if I'm not okay.
Yeah.
I can't force myself to do that. I just can't do that. And this is just me being real and honest with y'all. But I feel like I know I'm going to be okay. I know I'm going to be okay, but when the time is right, we'll get back to our consistency. Shout out to my husband for being so amazing, so supportive, and just loving on me and just speaking life into me and pouring into me and all those great things. We are good, I'm just fighting this mental battle, so I just want you guys to pray for me. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's, because I know a lot of people are like, what's up with Sheek and Cece? What's going on with their YouTube channel? But we're going to come back stronger.
And this is definitely therapy.
This is.
For all of us, all three of us.
Yeah, this is therapy, definitely. Shout out to my amazing sister for being just so amazing. I love you so much. You that girl. You that girl. I love you. I love living with you. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love that we're together. I love that we're growing together. I love that we're doing this. I'm excited. I can't wait to have Joel on here, which is my brother. His mom is coming down soon. Sheik's mom is coming down soon, so we could get her on the podcast. I'm just excited. I'm excited for what's to come, And I want to get T-shirts that say the enemy is Big Man. He Big Man. But yeah, y'all, we're gonna end this out. Oh my gosh, we don't have a ending.
But stay tuned for the next video
Stay tuned.
and everything that's yet to come.
That's right. And
This is
Season with Love.
Season with
First episode down. You.
Oh, we should do the seasoning. The
Yes,
seasoning. We gotta do the end that out. We gotta end that out like that.
Like I was carrying a bottle.
You gotta have real salt on your hands.
We should. All right, we're gonna make a mess. Right on the mic, like. Ooh, we should do that. That's good. I like that. The season with.
That was seasoned.
I love that.
You ended like that. Now that
I think
was seasoned.
we gotta start it and then end it.
Now that was seasoned.
Facts. That was seasoned.
All right, we love y'all.
I love that.
Peace.
We love y'all.
Nigglets.